I don't know what you would call that, SuperTruckerDan tuna fish maybe. All right, good morning. We're over here in Oklahoma picking up these reels. I think it's gas line. So they're coiled on the pallet. I've showed you guys before, but I'm going to show you how I do these. Now, I've said before, so you take one, drop it down, so there'll be two straps on each side. So it'll go up, down, and back to this side. And I've already done the other side over there. Now, technically, you could get away with throwing one strap over, but I don't trust them. So I do two all the way down. I go up and down on both sides. It's a little bit more work. It takes a few more straps, but it does make me feel better when I'm hauling these things. So what I'm going to do, I'll see if I can set you guys up. Get this ladder here. I don't need this ladder. So I always roll up my straps with the hook out, but we're gonna throw the hook up over there. So we gotta take the strap, roll it with the hook on the inside. And it's kind of a pain in the butt doing this. All right, so we got the hook rolled on the inside. We're gonna take it, throw it up in there. Let me show you. So now we got to find the hook. So see, how we're going to end up over on this side here. Should find the hook. I hear it banging around. Trying to see it. Like I said, sometimes it's a pain in the butt. All right, let's see if we can do it here. All right, so we didn't get it that time. Start all over. I did pretty good on the other side. I only had one or two that mess with me, and of course the one I want to show you how to do is messing with me. Like I said, it takes a little bit longer, but it for my peace of mind. All right, we'll try it again. All right, we got it that time. Let me show you. So, see the strap right there? And this is my fifth wheel puller. I use this thing for everything but pulling the fifth wheel. So we'll pull the strap through. So you can see the hook like there. And then we'll take this, hook it to that, and we'll pull that through. So you see how that is? And then I get my stick, and the strap is supposed to be, trying to do this with one hand here. Hang on a second. It's supposed to be, strap's supposed to be over that right there. Sorry about that. So and then they want to twist in the strap, so it'll sit just like that. All right, let me finish up. Like I said, I've already done the other side. When we finish up, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, good morning. We're up here in Iowa. It got cold last night. I think it's still cold. I think it's like minus 13. The wind chill yesterday was pretty bad. I put my cardboard up in my radiator here. Help keep the engine warm at nighttime. This piece of cardboard is actually from last year. It's the perfect size, so we're gonna save that. Put that up in there. We got about 200 miles to go deliver our pipe. We're gonna get this off today, and then we load tomorrow. I did stop last night and bought some number one diesel. I put a 100 gallons of number one diesel in, so we're about 50-50 on the diesel number two and number one. Take a look at everything back here real quick. I'm gonna get my winch out. This pipe, see how loose that is? This pipe, when it gets real cold, shrinks. So let me get my winch out. It's cold out here. It's cold out here. And then we're gonna get going. I've dressed in layers this morning, so hopefully I'll stay pretty warm.
Yes, my name is Daniel Watson. I'm a driver with Mercer Transportation. I have a delivery of a Can-Am boat for you, Sea-Doo boat. And I was calling to find out when your receiving hours are. Are you guys closed on Monday?
All right, after surviving the cold up there in Minnesota, we loaded boats yesterday over in Wisconsin. I did something a little different. A guy from Mercer showed me how to do this. So this is strapped with no hooks. Tighten them up both sides. Usually I used to run straps around over the top and everything, but I thought I would try this method, and it's worked pretty good. So squeeze the tire a little bit. They're not moving. We got the axle up on our Dorsey trailer. Might need to find a truck wash. We're over here at a rest area just north of St. Louis right now. I had somebody leave a comment. They said all you do is stop in rest areas. Well, that's usually where I stop. I usually only stop in the truck stop to get fuel. But there's a cool little boats. I was talking to my sister about these. They're little pontoon boat things. But they're riding pretty good. Truck survived the cold. We did buy some fuel yesterday, regular fuel. But we had about a little over 100 gallons of the mixed fuel in there, so. But it's actually a little warmer today. It was cold up in Minnesota. We do have our winter cover on. So Trying to make my way down to Joplin, Missouri for today. Probably going to take about 100 gallons. Took a little bit more than I expected. All right, we made it over here to Oklahoma. We're on our way over to Amarillo and Lubbock, Texas to deliver on Tuesday. Today's Sunday. So we loaded our boats on Friday. It's been cold outside and windy and everything, and it's hard to film outside. So I thought I would show. We're gonna make some tuna fish for food for the next couple of days. I've kind of been watching what I eat a little bit, so I wanted to show you what I make. So I got the tuna fish open. Let me drain this tuna fish real quick. Okay, so I take a can of tuna fish. And this is kind of my own little, I don't want to call it a recipe, but own little way that I make tuna fish. I kind of experimented with a little bit of things. And I come up with this. And it's actually pretty good. It's something different. I've never seen anybody do it like this before. So, just take a can of tuna fish. And then we'll take a can of Rotel diced tomatoes with some green chili. I get the mild stuff. We'll put a little bit of mayonnaise. Now I use the olive oil mayonnaise. So I made this not too long ago, and somebody made a comment, I use too much mayonnaise. Well, I don't eat it all at once. So this will last me for about 3 or 4 days. But, I don't go crazy on the mayonnaise. But we'll mix it up a little bit. Like I said, I just kind of come up with this myself. Alright, I got the mayonnaise mixed in with the tuna fish. I probably used about, 3 tablespoons. So not too bad. And then I get a little bit of relish, not a whole lot. Put a little bit of relish in there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. About a tablespoon of relish. Mix that in there. And then we'll get the secret ingredient. So that looks pretty good. And then I'll eat this with some crackers. I've been staying away from bread, but I do eat some saltine crackers. Now, this is my secret ingredient. Like I said, I come up with this myself here. Let me open this up. And I take this is like diced tomatoes with some green chilies in it. And I drain all the juice out of it. Okay, I've got all the juice drained out of it. We'll put that in there. Mix that up. And with the green chilies, it gives it a little bit of spice. Probably should have used a bigger container, but this will work. There is a tomato pit right there. We'll get that one out. Now there's a little bit left in there, so we'll get that. And then I'll just snack on this with some crackers. And this usually lasts me about 2 or 3 days. I'll make a couple other meals too, so I don't eat this all the time. But simple, easy, keep in the truck. That's what it looks like. Nothing too complicated. Yeah, it's not too bad for me. So, but that's it. That's one meal I make. And maybe we'll cook something else here or mix something else up. But one of the things about being in a truck is trying to find simple, quick, easy food without really cooking a whole lot of stuff. So we make that. And then the next thing I make is we'll get some meatballs. Hang on. We'll get some pre-cooked meatballs out of the freezer here. And then these are already cooked meatballs. We're gonna heat these up, and then I mix it in with this stuff here. I don't know what you call it, but I mix it in with that, and that makes a good meal too to snack on. But got to have the generator running for that one. And I was trying to do this, but anyway, I was trying to come up with something to film. It's been a busy couple of days. It's been cold outside. It's cold and windy here. Hopefully you guys saw I had stopped to get some fuel. And you guys saw me filling up the truck. But yeah, the last 3 or 4 months, I've been watching what I eat. And been helping a little bit. So, anyway, I don't know what you would call that. SuperTruckerDan tuna fish, maybe? But try it out. It's that Rotel. I mixed it in with the tuna fish, a little bit of mayonnaise, and just a little bit of relish. And it turns out pretty good.